You've started slowing down. Maybe you've started saying no to some things. Maybe you've been trying to rest more, push less, and pay more attention to what your body's telling you. And sometimes you feel worse. You feel more tired, more emotional, more aware than ever of how depleted you actually are. And part of you is wondering if you're doing it wrong, if maybe you should just go back to pushing through. Because at least then you felt like you were keeping up. I need you to hear this before I say anything else. You're not doing it wrong. I'm Carla, a nurse with over 30 years of experience, and I'm someone who felt exactly this way in my own recovery. And today I want to explain why feeling worse is actually one of the first signs that something's finally going right. Here's what nobody tells you about when you're recovering from chronic stress and burnout. The beginning of recovery doesn't feel like you're getting better. It feels like you're finally feeling everything you've been pushing down. When your nervous system has been in survival mode for a long time, it gets very good at doing one thing, what it's supposed to do, keeping you functional. It numbs some things, it holds others at a distance. It keeps you moving because stopping felt dangerous to your nervous system. And then you start to slow down and give yourself permission to rest. And your nervous system, for the first time in a long time, starts to believe it might actually be safe to let go. And when it lets go, everything it was holding in and protecting you from comes up. The exhaustion you were outrunning, the grief you didn't have time for, the emotions that got pushed aside because there was always something more urgent. They surface, not because something went wrong, but because your system finally feels safe enough to process them. That feeling of being worse, that's your body beginning to heal. I want to tell you what this felt like for me because I think it might help you trust what's happening to you. When I started actually slowing down, really slowing down, not just the idea of it, I was completely and totally numb. I would sit and stare at nothing. My mind was completely blank. I felt this exhaustion I couldn't explain, like my body was finally admitting how tired it had been for a long time, years. I remember sitting on my back porch one afternoon and just watching the sunset. This is going to sound weird, but I lit a candle every day because for some reason it made me feel warmer, more human, and more alive. And beneath the numbness that came out was a feeling of sadness and relief, maybe both at the same time. My first instinct was to get up and do something because sitting with that feeling felt uncomfortable because it was easier not to feel uncomfortable. But I stayed and the feeling moved through, and afterward I felt a little lighter. That was recovery. It wasn't dramatic, it wasn't instant. It's just feeling a little lighter. And I'm still in it. I still have red days. I'm still learning to say no without the guilt that follows it. I'm still working on that one, honestly. But I'm doing it. And that's what I want you to know is possible for you. I have a simple tool. It's my color cards. You can download them below. And believe me when I say they help. The link is below. They take the way you feel and where you are today and how to address those feelings. It helps so much. I still use them every day. This is the end of our April series a month of talking about what your body's trying to tell you. And next month, I want to start talking about something different. Not just what's happening, but who you are underneath all of it. Who you were before all the roles and responsibilities piled on. And who you're becoming now. Because recovery isn't just a nervous system question. It's a whole self question. It's your mind, your body, and your spirit. All of it. And I think that's where we go next. We can't remake what we are at our core. We're the ones who take care of everything. It's not a flaw. That's who we are. But we have to learn to add ourselves to the list and to reset, to come back to what matters, to make ourselves priority too, not instead of everyone else alongside them. That's what this channel is, 5 or 6 minutes a week to help you do that. And I'm really glad you're here. If you've been watching this month and something has shifted for you, even a little, tell me in the comments. I want to know. Be gentle with yourself. I'll see you next time.